Hey, I'm Carlos Garcia, and today we're going to review some cask strength bourbons. Now, there's a lot on the market, and I kind of just picked a few to compare against this Jefferson's, because if you watched my Monday's video, the Jeffersons really didn't have a chance in that competition. You know, this is under $100, and it was going against stuff that was $500, once over $100 bottle stuff. That's super rare, limited. So, but that wasn't the point of Monday's video. Monday's video was just a review, go over the top 4 for my Whiskey Cigar Club bourbons. So today, let's compare it to other cask strength bourbons under $100 and see how it does. Because I've heard that this is better than Stag Junior. I almost did a Stag Junior, and like another bomb was a 6-way blind, but we're gonna stick it to 4. The Jefferson's Reserve, and people pointed out in the comments, and I went and looked it online, is 8 years. At least that's a minimum stuff on there, in there. 8 years, 130 proof, and the Jefferson's Reserve is around 70 bucks. So we'll see how it does. So we got the 13th Colony cask strength. This is the 2025 edition. The proof on there, come on, is 120.65, and this is around $85. It's a little bit more. We got the Booker's. This is from this year's batch, or this year's first batch anyways, 2025-01. This is the Berries batch. This is 7 years, 2 months, 4 days, 125.7 proof. It's about $100, $90 to $100. On the 13th Colony, from their own website, it says 4 to 6 years. So this would be the youngest one on the table. Now the oldest one on the table is Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. This is A125, 10 years, 7 months, 118 proof. So it's the lowest proof, highest age, 80 bucks. So right around that price range. And the only reason you haven't seen a review on this channel anyways, is because I was waiting for the Larceny A125 to come to Connecticut. And apparently it does not want to come to Connecticut. I have not seen the Larceny A batch at all this year. I don't understand what's going on with that. Like the B batches should be hitting shelves soon, if not already. I haven't seen them, but they should be soon because it's already in May, the end of May. Distribution is nuts. You know, I'm seeing older stuff out there, but not the newer stuff. These distributors, man, they want to play games, but whatever. So let's blind these. My wife already poured them for me. She's getting ready for work. She's like, what do you have me doing all this crazy stuff this morning? It's like, you gotta get these videos done, lady. All right, so let's get into the nosings. I'm trying to see the levels on this. Make sure I get all this done before my wife goes to work. Okay, so A on the nose is crazy interesting, and I think I already know what it is, because of a certain note that I remember specifically from when you drank this in Whiskey Cigar Club. I'm not gonna be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is it. Except we don't get this, at least I never get this note a lot. We basically all got it. So it is grassy, but the note I was talking about is seltzer, bubbly, Sprite, carbonated soda note. It is very distinct in this, and I remember we had a group of like 9, it was 9 people at my Whiskey Cigar Club, like last week, and I think 6, 7 of us got that note on this. So that's why I'm thinking it's the 13th Colony. I also got pink bubblegum. So very unique nose, a little peanut, but that bubbly carbonation soda note, which I don't think I've ever said before, but we were all like going, like, that's a crazy note on the nose. And if I remember correctly, it did transfer to the palate. So we'll see once we get there. So B on the nose. Okay, this is dark cherry, oak, like a richer bourbon-y notes. Like it's just like your prototypical quintessential bourbon and some peanut. So dark cherry, oak, caramel, quintessential bourbon, peanut on B. Let's see, C. Okay, more like vanilla notes. Oak, cherry, coffee. You watched Monday's video. Yeah. Okay. Not saying I know what that one is, but Don't get coffee a lot, so we'll see. D on the nose. It's like brighter cherry, oak. It's a more like bright nose compared to other ones. Like peanut butter. Yeah, that peanut butter note is very prominent in this note, in this nose. I do like that. All right, I like peanut butter notes. Okay, so let's go to A on the palate. All right, so that first sip was grassy, bubbly, and cherry. That grassy note, not the biggest fan of. Let me try this again. There's a nice wood note on the second sip. Not overall, it's okay. That grassy note, it's like kind of youthful. I don't know. So I got some lemongrass on the palate, some more oak on the finish, and it's a very interesting sip. I'm curious on how it kind of does going back and forth. It's like fighting this whole thing of like having good oak and youthfulness at the same time. I don't know. But that lemongrass, and kind of like a lemony note, like altogether just like a lemon note. Very interesting. With that bubbly note, man, I'm telling you, that's like a Sprite. This is like an oaked Sprite. That's so interesting to me. Very unique. Let's go to B on the palate. All right, so B on the palate. Much thicker mouthfeel. Peanut, bright cherry, vanilla, caramel, sweet, thick. That is good. That is very good. Second sip. I like that way more than A. It's just so tasty. That is so good. This is your quintessential like bourbon to me. Cask strength with a thick mouthfeel. Like I'm telling you, that is like very thick for me. Some oak. Not the most complex. That is like right down home plate bourbon, quintessential. But the flavors out there are very good. That peanut note is delicious. Sweet, it's thick. It's like the perfect proof point. Lingers for a while. Very good. Really like B. A is unique because of that like Sprite element to it. But I like the taste of B a lot better. So let's go to C. No, still very good. So I didn't write too much notes, and I'm not even going to say them. I'm going to give this another sip because coming off of B, it was definitely not as good as B. It had like the oak, but youthfulness at the same time. The proof is definitely a little higher than B. You could definitely, at least you could definitely taste more proofiness on C. I'm assuming it's higher proof. But just wasn't as well-rounded as Glass B. Glass B would just like put together better than Glass C. But we'll give it another sip and kind of see how it goes. But initially, not as good. All right, so after the second sip on the palate, oak and youthfulness, like grainy. Vanilla, cherry, dark fruit. On the finish, an astringent wood note. I wrote wood again. Another wood note. It's like woody on the finish. It's very strange. And it's just, to me, not well-rounded. Yeah, like the like I can still have it on my tongue right now. Like the finish is like this woody note. Okay, that third sip was the best sip. There's a lot more sweetness this time. Finish was better. Overall, a better experience on the third sip. So curious on when I'm going back and forth how this does, because coming off of B, it didn't do so well. So I'll be sure not to come off B when I do C again, kind of see if it's just because B maybe is just so much better. I'm not sure. We'll kind of, so maybe I'll take it coming off of A, because A is kind of unique and we'll see how it goes. But, you know, after a few sips, it started getting a little bit better. But still, like right now, like as I'm talking, that wood note is there. And it's okay, but it's not like a good lingering note, you know what I mean? So let's go to D. Peanut butter goodness. All right, now we go right back to another good one. So maybe just C, because D I also like. So cherry, oak, strawberry chapstick. On the finish, peanut butter, oak. Proof definitely pops up there. And red apple. And the lingering is good. It's almost like strawberry apples. Not strawberry apples, that's not what I meant to say. Peanut butter apples, which I don't know if you guys ever had that, but I know I have. I like putting peanut butter on apples. Let me know if you guys do that. I'm telling you guys do strange things in the comments today. Peanut butter on apples. Okay, so D. Man, I like Glass D a lot. Got some vanilla on the palate, some roasted peanuts on the finish. That's good. So I still got one more sip, but basically B and D are my ahead of A and C, but we'll see. We shall see. It lingers for a long time. Like good lingering note. I'm interested to see if the mouthfeel is the same as Glass B, because I wrote that multiple times where it was like a thick mouthfeel for B. Ooh, you know what? I'm not gonna write down, but I got a little chocolate note on D, but we'll see if I get on the third sip. Yep, so on the third sip, on the finish, some bright cherry, chocolate. Man, I really like D too. That is very good. Man, this is gonna be difficult. I really like B and D a lot. I finished this still going. So good. All right, I got enough here to A-B them all. I'll be right back with some results for you guys. I see my camera is actually about to die, so I might take a break. I'm gonna go charge my the camera. I'm gonna do some errands. Not errands. I'm gonna literally go drop off a package at UPS, come back and finish this out. Maybe that'll be good enough time for my palate and then air out a little bit more. It's gonna take like 10 minutes to go out. They'll be like thinking I'm driving like a mile or very far away and come back, and this is like an hour later. I'll be back real quick. All right, I'm back. Let me tell you. It was about 20 minutes, came back, went back and forth with these. Going back and forth a lot because things are all over the place. But first, let's do the giveaway before I forget, because probably going to forget. If you want to win 2-ounce samples of all 4 of these Cask Strength bourbons, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment with the hashtag CS Bourbon for Cask Strength bourbon. Easy enough, a little bit longer, but that's okay. Let's get into what happened. Last place was the 13th Colony Cask Strength Bourbon. Now these are all pretty good. This scored a 3.15. I actually raised it because the last sip was so very good. But no new notes. Maybe it's because after drinking all of them. But the last sip on this one was very good. And it's not bad. There's just some good bottles in this, but 3.15 on the 13th Colony Cask Strength Bourbon. Now in third place is a bottle of Why We Did This, and that's the Jefferson's. So Jefferson scored a 3.25, and I actually lowered that. I actually had it at 3.15 at a point, but I underlined a stringent wood note. I did get, so this is, I remember, and I'm thinking about it. So I got strawberries and cream on the palate, which was a phenomenal note. Love that note. Some raisins on the palate, or on the finish. But I underlined the astringent wood note because it kept coming back, and it was just off-putting enough where the good, it's good. If you don't get that one, or, well, couple, the youthfulness and the astringent wood note on this, you get everything else, this will be phenomenal. I can see why some people love this bottle. For me, it's good. I'm not saying it's not good. 3.25 is above average, but no way is this a stack killer. That's just nonsense to me. Anyways, it can't even beat these guys. So then we'll go, so these two were going back and forth. As I scored these back and forth a bunch of different times. On a nail biter, I scored the Booker's a 3.75 and the ECBP A batch 125 a 3.65. So just barely beat it out. And at every point, the Booker's was beating the ECBP, but the Booker's went a little bit down and the ECBP went a little higher on the scoring. Anyways, so the ECBP, peanut forward and vanilla. That's basically the notes that kept coming up. So if you don't like that peanut note, maybe this isn't the best profile for you, but I do like that peanut note and that vanilla sweetness. Oh, I like this one a lot. But this Booker's has been killing it for me in blinds. I don't know what it is about this. So I got apple pie and like cinnamon apple pie. Cinnamon apple pie. Like apple pie with cinnamon on it. I got a lot of cinnamon on the finish. This is just so good. I like this Booker's a lot. I know a lot of people don't want to buy the Booker's. I was one of those guys that called out Booker's when I reviewed all 4 from last year, that they should just basically do a Booker's Reserve. But this Booker's it doesn't keep winning blinds, but it has won a couple blinds for me. It's won this blind again. What I don't know. Like it's getting, halfway there, and I'm sure this is gonna end up in Bourbon of the Year at this point, because it just keeps scoring pretty well. So we'll see. We'll see how the other Bookers are, because I will try to buy them all if they ever come out in Connecticut, because I still haven't seen the second batch, which should be already out at this point, but I haven't seen any reviews on it, so I don't think Connecticut's the only one. So anyways, so that's this lineup. Let me know if you guys have this. Have you guys tried this Jefferson's? Have you guys tried the A batch from Elijah Craig? Have you tried the first batch of the Bookers? The new 2025 release of the 13th Colony? Let me know. Don't do nothing stupid. And if you do, don't get caught. Bye.